Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well, thank you. My
Good.
name is Sydney. I go by she, her pronouns, and I am a clinical case manager here at the University Resource Center. And what is your name today?
My name is Renee, and that's fine. I prefer to be called Renee, and I identify as she, her as well.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for letting me know that.
Of
So
course.
today we're just going to kind of be orienting you into the program that we have here, the resources that we offer. If you just, you know what, why don't you just go ahead and tell me what brought you in here today?
Yeah. So I'm here because my life is kind of a mess right now. I have started drinking pretty heavily again. I wasn't really I didn't really think I had a problem, but my family, they just won't get off my back about it. My dad had been kind of, helping me out financially right now while I was back in school, and he has cut me off because I'm drinking too much. And so I guess I need some help.
Yeah, okay. Well, that is completely understandable, what you're feeling right now. It sounds like, you've had a lot of changes and, those changes are causing you to struggle a lot. And, we're going to work together to figure out, what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
So today, we're going to be just kind of getting you established here. I'm just going to ask you a little bit of questions, and then the next time we meet, it'll be more so getting into what's really going on with you, getting to know each other more, and then kind of establishing some goals that you may have for the future. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Okay, great. Then just before we get started, I kind of want to just kind of go over our confidentiality agreement and then as well as our fees and cancellations. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah, it is. I want to know about your confidentiality, because like I mentioned, my dad has cut me off, and I just am hesitant to share anything with anyone right now.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's totally understandable. But just so you know, everything that we talk about here is confidential. So anything that you tell me will be kept between you and I. And but I do just want to let you know there are several exceptions to that. The first one is if you mention that you are a danger to yourself or others, that is something I am a mandated reporter, and so that is something that I will be required to report. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
It does, and I understand that. Thank you, and thank you for explaining that too. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely. The second one is if there is a suspicion of child abuse or neglect or elder abuse or neglect. That is also something that I will have to report. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, and that's fair.
Okay, thank you. And then the third one is if you sign a waiver that, says, hey, you can share this information with, whoever the agency is, if I need to refer you somewhere, something like that, but that is something you will have to sign beforehand. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, and yes, I
Okay.
would like to sign that and see what you're sending over before you do.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then
Good.
lastly is if we were to receive a subpoena from a judge, asking for certain information, that is something, we would have to share as well.
Okay. All right. That's fair, Sydney. Thank you.
Yeah, so no questions on any of those?
No, not at this time, maybe as we get further into this process, other questions might come up. But
Yeah,
I feel like I could come to you with those questions. So thank you.
yeah, absolutely, Renee, thank you. And then lastly, we're going to talk about is fees and services. So we are funded by grant. And so that means that any services or resources, whenever you come in, it will be free of charge. So you don't have to worry about that.
Well, good,
And
because I'm broke.
oh, well, that's we all. And then for cancellation policy, so we do 3 cancellations. After that, we ask that you give us a heads up next time, maybe 24 hours notice, because we have so many clients coming in, it's hard to get everybody scheduled. Okay. All right. Well, if you don't have any other questions, Renee, we can go ahead and book for next week, same time as this week. Does that work for you, or do you have any other dates to have in mind?
No, that should work for me. I don't work right now, and I'm actually taking a leave of absence from my program at school right now. So my schedule is pretty open. So
Okay. Well, then let's go ahead. I've got you down for next week at this time. And I really look forward to working with you, Renee, and have a great weekend. Okay.
all right, I will do that. Thank you, Sydney. You have a good weekend as well.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right, bye.